Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, February 19th. It is currently almost 8:45, and I'm finishing up getting ready to head off to work this morning. So today is going to be a fairly normal day. I just have work, then class, and then in my break where I'm going to set some time aside to read some more of Deathly Hallows. So this past weekend, unfortunately, I didn't get much time to read after the 24-hour readathon because both Saturday and Sunday was massive days of homework for me, Sunday especially. And so it didn't leave me much time to be able to read, unfortunately, but that's okay because I'm proud of myself because I got all of the homework done that I needed to this past weekend, which is great. I also got some videos and stuff done that I really wanted to do and other projects that I've been working on, so I'm very proud of myself. This morning, I'm going to be posting my reading vlog while I am at work because it's just going to be right from my phone, so I'm very excited, so I'm glad that that's all done. That video, though, I realized that I had over an hour of footage for both the 24-hour readathon and the reading vlog for this past week, and it took me probably almost 2 hours to edit both of them, which I did not realize was possible, but that's kind of what's happened. And I really do not like the way that I have to edit those on my phone now because the app that I use, which is just iMovie on my phone, is not the best for that because there's a whole thing where I can't just place music anywhere I want in those videos, and I have to drag it all the way over, and it's an absolute nightmare. So, but the problem is I can't edit it on anything else because my computer, the software that I use on my computer does not like using iPhone 10, or it's not compatible with it at the moment. So that sucks. So that's why I have to use the iMovie app on my phone. So besides that, it wasn't too bad editing those videos, and I feel that I did fairly well last week considering that I had a pretty rough day on Thursday, and it just wasn't a great time for me, but I read a lot. I read 666 pages, which when I saw that editing the video, I was laughing so freaking hard, and currently trying to find my ID because I need that to swipe in at work. So okay, so I nearly just about had a heart attack because I could not find my ID anywhere, but I found it. So anyway, I'm going to be probably almost late to work this morning, which is fine because I'm usually the first one there and I open up, but everyone doesn't usually get there until almost closer to 9, so I should be okay. I'm probably going to speed walk just because I'm a fast walker anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's actually really freaking nice out. It should not be this warm out right now, but it's 33 degrees and it's warm. I probably don't even need this jacket, but I'm going to take it with me anyway just because I don't want to get super cold and we have nothing to wear. So anyway, I'm going to head off to work, and then I might try to get a little bit of reading in while at work if I can. Hi guys, so it is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I've just gotten out of my dramatic theory class and I'm heading off to lunch. I'm actually going to be heading to a different cafeteria than I normally eat today because unfortunately the one that I eat at normally doesn't have any good food. So decided to go have lunch at a different building, which is really, really close to the building I was just at. So basically taking a short walk to go get some lunch, and then I have class at 2, so I need to eat fairly quickly. And I wanted to also use this as an update to let you guys know I did get to read quite a bit, not during work unfortunately, because we had a student come in that needed an appointment and I was available, so I worked with her. But during my hour break, I basically read 45 pages more of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It basically was about 3 chapters, I think. Yeah, 3 chapters of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I'm currently at almost page 600, so I'm really getting excited because we are getting closer and closer at this point to the Battle of Hogwarts, and it's my favorite part of the whole thing with the Deathly Hallows, so I'm so excited to get to that point. But yeah, and just I'm really excited. So anyway, I'm gonna go have some lunch right now. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to read much more before the end of the day, but I'm hoping that at least tonight, after I get homework done and stuff, I can read some more. But I'm gonna kind of see, because I just don't really know. It's gonna really depend on whether or not I can get my homework done in a timely fashion, but I think that for the most part I should get all my homework done tonight, and then maybe have a little bit of time to either read or play video games, whichever one I decide to do. Hello everyone. It is, I think, getting close to about 5:30 in the afternoon right now. I have returned from work and classes and stuff, and I took a shower because I needed one since I didn't take one this morning. And yeah, so to update the reading, I haven't done any more reading since this morning, which is fine. Just kind of been one of those days. It's been pretty busy, but it's a pretty normal Monday for me, which is nice. I don't have anything dire that is happening today. That is mostly going to be tomorrow and Wednesday. It's going to be my busy days, and now Thursday, because I actually decided to volunteered to help one of my friends in my French class that's been kind of behind for the last couple of weeks. So I volunteered to help her kind of get caught up, and also study for our oral exam, which is starting next week. So the next 3 days are going to be really busy for me, but thankfully tonight I don't have really a whole lot of homework. I just have to do some French homework, which I have to do pretty much every night after class, and I also have to basically read these stories for my fiction writing class. But other than that, I don't have much homework. I should get it done like in a couple of hours, really. And then I think tonight I might try to play some Monster Hunter, just for fun, because I haven't played it in a little while. I tried playing it Thursday, and I was not in the right mindset because I was having such a rough day on Thursday. But today has been much better, so I think I'm going to play a little bit of that. But I might do some reading first. I actually want to try to at least get to the 600-page mark in Harry Potter, so I might read a couple of chapters of that before I start. And yeah. I think that's basically what I'm going to do tonight. So I'm pretty happy. I definitely feel that Friday was an amazing reading opportunity for me. And although I didn't get to read much Saturday and Sunday, I'm still incredibly motivated to continue reading. And I really think that my motivation has gone up with that 24-hour readathon. Like, it was a hard reset for me. So I'm feeling great. And I just feel good in general. Today was a pretty good day for me, and I'm really motivated to do stuff this week. It's going to be a busy week, and I'm very excited because this week is also my sister's birthday, and we're getting tattoos, and I'm just really excited for the weekend. So yeah, that's basically how I'm feeling. Good morning, everyone. It is now Tuesday. It is currently like 8:38 in the morning. I'm finishing up and getting ready to go to work. And I didn't end up recording really anything else last night because I kind of forgot to, but I really didn't do much last night in terms of reading or anything because, like I basically said, I did my homework, and it only took me like a couple of hours, which was not too bad. And then I ended up playing Monster Hunter with Robert for a few hours, and then I actually ended up stopping at like 9:30 because I was starting to feel kind of sick. And so we basically called it a night, but then I couldn't actually fall asleep until after midnight. So it's been a really rough night. I feel really exhausted. So I'm not feeling the best today, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to make it through the day, but it's going to be kind of rough. I think before I go, I'm going to take some ibuprofen, and that's going to be the end of that. So, yeah, I'm going to head to work right now because otherwise I'm going to be late. And I think today I'm going to end up doing a little bit of homework during my lunch break. But I will try to read also as well because, unfortunately, for my fiction writing class, we had one student who didn't turn in her story on Sunday like she was supposed to. So she turned it in yesterday, which means that I couldn't actually read them until today. So, well, I could have read one of them yesterday, but I was like, I'd rather read them both right back to back so that I can have a fresh memory of my critiques and stuff. So I'm gonna read those during my lunch break, and then probably just read Deathly Hallows when I am done with that. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. I do have a reading to go to for my fiction writing class at like 8 o'clock today. So that's going to be that. I don't want to know if I should film that, though, just because it's a little bit more of a different reading than the panel I'm going to, which is tomorrow. But we're going to a reading for an author named Christina Maletti. I've never heard of her, but she's more of an adult author, I think. Well, what's cool is that they always end up like bringing these kinds of authors out for these readings during the year, and they're really fun. It's just that like basically like we'll be reading parts of their pieces or stuff like that. Like the fiction readers will be reading chapters of their work, or the poetry people we have come out will then read some of the poems from a collection that they have. And I know I'm stopping a lot to put stuff in my bag, and it's kind of annoying, but it's just because I get to walking and then I'm like, I don't really want to carry this right now, so. And there goes my drink. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing today. That's not until like 8 o'clock. So that'll be nice. That means I can come home after work, get some work done. I don't know if tonight I'm going to play Monster Hunter or not again with Robert. I did promise him, though, that if he was feeling up to it, because he's not going to get home till like 10 o'clock today because he has a very late evening class. But I did tell him that if he was feeling up to it when he got back, I'd play for a little bit, for like an hour or two. And so we might do that. But I do think that during my lunch break today, and maybe even a little bit before I go to the reading, depending on how much homework I have, I'm going to do some reading of Harry Potter. And yeah, so it's currently raining right now. I was doing this a little bit yesterday, but not really much. It didn't actually start yesterday until probably like, I don't know, like the afternoon, and then was kind of like off and on throughout most of the day after that. But today it's going to be raining like all day. So yeah, so I'm basically going to head off to work. I work from again 9 to 10, and then I have class, and then after my French class I have my lunch break. So I'm going to come home and go have lunch down in the caf in my dorm, and then do some work while I'm eating, and then end up basically just going to where I need to be for my class and sit and read there for a while, just because I'm going to have really nothing else to do. So, but yeah, so it's going to be a kind of busy day, but not really until closer to the evening. Otherwise it's a fairly normal day for me. So I'll just see you guys probably this afternoon.
Hi guys, so it is currently 6:20 p.m. right now. It has been an absolute crazy day today. Not crazy bad, thank God, not like Thursday, but definitely crazy busy because I did not realize I was going to only have 2.5 hours basically to do all my work that I needed to do today after I got back from work before I had to head off to the reading. And I'm leaving at 7:30 because a friend of mine is picking me up, and then we're going to get there early and try to get a good spot because this author that we're going to see for this fiction reading is supposed to be really good, and we're really excited for it, and we have to go for the class that we're in. So, I've already gotten some work done. I basically sent out my critiques for the pieces that I read in my fiction class today, and I just finished editing my writing vlog video that should be going up tomorrow on Wednesday. So, I meant to actually get it up, I think, Monday, but just this week's been kind of a little crazy already in the beginning of the week. Just, I didn't feel very good yesterday, so I didn't really want to edit anything. I basically just decided to go to bed early, and today I just haven't had a lot of time to do anything, but I decided to sit down and actually edit it and get it done. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're excited to see the writing progress I make in the next several months. I said that I kind of want to get the novel done in like the next year, but honestly, I want to really try to get it done before the end of 2018. Like, I really honestly want to try to at least make a huge amount of progress with it. And thankfully, with spring break coming up in a couple of weeks and the fact that I probably won't be doing anything much other than really visiting with Robert since he'll be home too, and obviously being with my family, I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time writing and reading. So I don't think many videos are going to come out. Like, I don't know how often I'm going to be posting during my spring break, but there might even be a Twitch stream here and there. I don't really know. I'm not quite sure how things are going to go. I might play a lot of Monster Hunter. who the heck knows? But that's basically what my plan is. I do still have at least one more thing I need to do tonight before I head off, and I've got a little over an hour before my friend's supposed to come pick me up. So I'm going to try to get it done as soon as I can. As for reading today, I haven't done any reading of Deathly Hallows today because during my lunch break, I had to read through all these pieces that I had to for my fiction writing class because I wasn't able to do it last night. So I didn't have much time to read, and that's unfortunate, but it's what happens, you know. I do hope that tonight I get to read a little bit. I don't think I'm going to play Monster Hunter tonight when I get back, just because I'm going to want to kind of just chill, and Monster Hunter kind of gets me amped up a little bit sometimes. Not like bad or anything, but definitely requires more focus than I think I'm willing to give it tonight. So I think today I should be getting back to my dorm hopefully not long after 9. I don't think that the reading's supposed to take very long, but I basically had to order food tonight because I knew I wasn't going to eat unless I ordered something because I was going to be so busy with work. But when I get home from the reading tonight, I'm going to have to write a quick paper on the event, just mostly giving my thoughts and opinions on how the reading went and what I thought of her writing and stuff like that. Then I basically just have a bunch of other assignments and stuff to do. Nothing like super major. I actually don't have any French homework tonight for the first time in like ever. So I'm really freaking excited for that. But I'm really excited because there's just not a lot of homework for me tonight, so that means I probably will more than likely be able to read at least for an hour, maybe an hour and a half tonight, which I would really love because that means I'm going to get even further in Deathly Hallows. Probably, I would guess, I'm hoping somewhere between like 650, 670, which would be really, really nice because that would mean I would have like less than 100 pages till the end of it, and then I will be bringing it around with me sometime tomorrow, I think. I'm actually not going to have really a break to be able to read it, but that's okay. It's not like a huge deal if I can't, but I might take it with me just in case like I get time at work or something like that, which I don't think I have an appointment tomorrow morning, if I remember correctly, so I don't know, but we'll see. So right now I need to go and finish some other stuff. I need to go quickly read an article for one of my classes that my professors asked us to read, and that should basically take me until my friend comes to pick me up at 7:30, so I've got about an hour right now to do that, so I should have plenty of time and then have enough time to just make sure everything's kind of where it needs to be. I'm going to need to take a notebook with me to take some notes with for the reading. It's just a busy night. And then tomorrow's not going to be much different because tomorrow I've got the Harry Potter panel at 7, and so I'm going to have a actually smaller amount of time to get work done, so that's going to be interesting. So, but I think I might still have time though to like just go to eat and stuff. I don't think it's going to be a rush like tonight where I'm going to have like almost no time to eat, so I have to order food. But if it comes to that, it comes to that. It's not a big deal. I have the money, obviously, to, like, get the food, so it's not a big deal, but I would just really rather not, especially since I'm getting my tattoos on Saturday. Okay, so that reading literally took me 10 minutes to do because there wasn't really a lot that I needed to read in terms of what I needed that was necessary for my class. So now it is 6:41, and I would actually read a little bit of Deathly Hallows, but I'm not exactly in the mindset to do that. I need to calm down because I feel if I'm a little too amped up, I have a harder time focusing on reading. And I'm sure many of you who read often will know that, or will understand the fact that when you kind of have extreme emotions or are kind of feeling anxious, reading doesn't always like help because you can't exactly focus on it, so you need something else to kind of focus on. So I'm going to watch a couple YouTube videos, at least just to kind of clear my head, bring my heart rate down a little bit, and just kind of relax because now that I'm done with all the work that I needed to do tonight before I left, I need to calm down. So I think YouTube videos are going to help me with that just because it takes my mind off things and makes me kind of just sit down and relax and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that. And then tonight when I get back, I do still have a couple of things I need to do. I actually am going to be recording tonight the Colliding Skies review, which I was supposed to do yesterday, but again, didn't feel good enough to want to do, so I'm going to do that tonight and get that ready to edit tomorrow, and then I gotta write my short one-page paper on the event. Then I have to do a quick response journal for one of my other classes. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday today, and I'm getting again ready for work.
It's about 8:30 something, almost 8:40, and I'm just basically just getting finished up, putting socks on and packing up my bag. So today is a fairly normal day in terms of like my schedule, except for the fact that there's the Harry Potter panel tonight, and I'm a little sad because I'm starting to feel sick, because we had a wonderful day yesterday where it was like almost 60 degrees, and now today it's going to be like 36, and I'm starting to feel sick because of the drop in temperature, but I'm hoping that today it's going to stay off from me so that I can go to the panel tonight, because I really want to go, but I know that I can only do as much as my body will let me, and it's just going to have to depend. I think I'm going to make my decision about whether or not I will go ultimately by the time I am at work at like 4 o'clock today, because I have 3 different shifts today. I have my 9 a.m., my 11 a.m., and then I have a 4 p.m. So by the time I go to the 4 p.m. one, I should know whether or not I am for sure going to the panel. I really hope that I end up feeling better. I'm going to take some medicine before I go, just to kind of get rid of this headache that I have and stuff. So that's kind of the plan. And then that's pretty much like the only thing today that's going to be different than normal, just because that's something that's way out of the ordinary. But I'm going to try to film that if I can, which, by the way, the reading last night was really cool. I really, really enjoyed it. I really liked the author we had that come out last night, and it was really fun. I had a good time. A lot of my friends that were in my class that came said that they really, really liked it, so it was good. And then I got home at like 9 o'clock last night, and then basically just did nothing, really, actually. I didn't really do much. At like 10:30, I decided to play some video games with Robert, because apparently GTA 5 is doing this thing where it's like a tax return thing, and you can get like free money in GTA and stuff like that. So we did that for a little bit, and that was fun. So I didn't end up going to bed until like 12:45, so that's kind of why I'm probably feeling like crap, but it's whatever. So yeah, so this morning I'm just gonna head off to work and stuff. I don't think I have an appointment this morning, so should be good. Oh. Excuse me. So yeah, not gonna have a break today to where I can read, but hopefully I can read during my shift this morning. And then I have a permanent appointment at 11, which is one of my students who have like a scheduled appointment every week with me. And then later today I should have another open spot, but I might have an appointment this afternoon. I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm going to head out, and I'm going to try to read as much as I can throughout the day, but I'm not going to guarantee that that's going to be much. And then I don't think I'm going to have too much homework tonight, but I don't know. It's going to depend on what my French professor has for us for today, if she's going to have us do a lot of homework or not. Otherwise, all I really have to do today is do some reading of the short stories that we have scheduled for tomorrow's class. So anyway, I'm going to finish getting ready, and then I'll see you guys later.
Hi guys, so it is about 5:15 in the afternoon right now. I've just gotten back from work, and I've got a lot to do tonight. So first of all, I don't feel great. I'm feeling better than I was earlier, but I'm definitely having a major headache. I've kind of had a bit of a migraine all day, but I've just taken an Excedrin, so that should hopefully be helping me to start feeling better, because I still really want to go to that panel. I've been so excited for it all week, and so I am going to go. I'm basically going to take a shower real quick, go grab something to eat in the caf for dinner, and then I'm going over to the library where the panel is being taken place, and kind of just chill there for a little while and do a little bit of homework while I kind of wait for it to start. It doesn't start until 7, but I wanted to at least get there so that I have actually the excuse to go see it. Like, I don't have an excuse to not see it, despite how I'm feeling, because I am going to watch that panel whether or not I feel good, because I really, really want to see it. It's about something I love, which is Harry Potter, and I'm just really excited to see kind of how it goes. I don't know really all that's going to be discussed, just the fact that it's going to focus on how the worldwide popularity of Harry Potter. Now, I don't know if that means if it's like just because of the franchise itself, or like if there's themes about it that have transferred worldwide, things like that nature. So I'm excited to see kind of how it goes, but to try to help myself out, I'm going to take a shower, maybe to help release some of the pressure that's in my head from the drop in temperature, and then basically go downstairs and get something to eat. Otherwise, I'm not going to eat tonight. And
I basically am just going to get my stuff around. I don't have much to do in the line of really work today. I think what I'm going to do while I'm at the library is just study, because I think I have an exam tomorrow that I completely forgot about, so I need to kind of study. I know most of the material at this point. It's just I need to make sure that I go through the Quizlet stuff that my professor has given for us so that I feel like I'm fully prepared for it, and really just trying to work with the different phrases and stuff that we're supposed to have memorized, and like questions and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I need to look over my oral exam questions that I'm going to be having to answer next week. So I need to start kind of preparing for that, and I think I should have enough time to at least get a little bit of work done while I am at the library, do a little bit of studying. I might do some more tonight after I get back. I also need to upload my Colliding Skies review, which I'm going to start having go while I'm in the shower, like actually having it upload and stuff. So today I haven't really done much reading, unfortunately, because it's been a bit of a crazy day. Wednesdays are not my best day for reading because I have no break to really do anything. I actually did get out of one of my classes early today to where I could have read a little bit before my shift, but I needed to get some other work done that I wanted to try to get done earlier so that I didn't have to do it later tonight. So I did get one part of that done, so I'm really happy. But I didn't end up getting everything done, so that's kind of been a sad thing, but it's not that big of a deal. So it just means I have a little bit less homework to do when I get back from the panel. So I'm going to quickly upload the video for Colliding Skies, and gonna go hop in the shower. But I'm hoping tonight, basically when I get back, that I'm not going to have much. I don't think that the panel is going to go for more than an hour and a half at the latest. So I do have to do my paper for that reading I went to last night, and then I have to read one more story for my fiction writing class and read our discussion story. I was saying the Colliding Skies video was going up. It's not that. It's the writing vlog. The writing vlog is going up. So then I have to edit the Colliding Skies review because I recorded that last night. I meant to say that the writing vlog was going up today, and I need to make the thumbnail for that as well. So I think tonight, though, I should be able to just do some reading tonight once I get done with all of that. I think, honestly, all of that should take me no more than a couple of hours at the most. Just because I do want to take my time today in this break before my actual class to study, since I don't have anything else to do. All I really have to do is do the writing vlog, and that's about it. So I think I may even try to do a little bit of studying while I'm downstairs eating, like at least just look through my binder of some stuff that I want to do. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening. I'll let you guys know, though, if I get to a point today where I do end up getting to read, so that you guys can actually see that I have been able to read today. Just Wednesdays are not my best day for that. There's just too much that goes on in the day for me to ever actually read, and it really sucks. So anyway, I'm going to get this video started to upload, and then I will talk to you guys later tonight.
Hogwarts. Any guesses as to how they could translate that into French? What are Hogwarts? What's a hog? A pig. What are warts?
Skin blemishes.
Skin blemishes. What did they do with that? Okay, is this going to work for me? Yes. Poudre. Poudre. Black. Fat. Poo. Poo could be fleas or lice. Actually, lice, right? Lice. Poudre. Muggles. What are muggles?
The tip of the marijuana cigarette.
Aha! I didn't know it meant something real in English. Okay, I thought it was just invented. Is that in only the U.S. or is that in Britain too?
I heard it's it's sort of an outdated word that isn't used very much, so I don't know, but
Okay.
apparently it's either it's like in unusual or large. I don't know if it's in slang dictionaries, but it's in kind of obscure or rarer dictionaries, is my understanding.
Okay, but most of us probably, faced with that word, we thought, oh, J.K. Rowling invented this word, right? What did they do in the French? Mordu. Mordu. And so in the French language, these sonorities resonate. There are some etymological resonances as well for people when they read and see the words. Moldu. I think it's my bilingualism messes me up in the sense of I want to say something moldy and moudre. Moudre is to mold. The verb, it would come from a Latin thing where moudre is to mill coffee, right? Benilde, Parseltongue. This one makes more sense. It's very Fourche-lang. Fourche. Maybe even Anglophones can guess. There's kind of a cognate there.
J.K. Rowling. And as you know, it became a worldwide phenomenon. At the moment, we have over 400 million copies of the books in the series sold worldwide. It has been translated, the series has been translated into 68 languages, which suggests some kind of universal appeal. So what I want to do is just start by showing you a few of the dust jackets from the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, as a kind of jumping off point, and then discuss some of the reasons that I see for the book's international appeal. So if I can make this work. This is a full-page spread of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Colors suggest fantasy. The interesting-looking gentleman on the left is not Dumbledore, but who is it from the first book, those of you who've read it?
Nicholas Flamel.
Yay, Nicholas Flamel, okay, who turns out to not be as important for the rest of the series as we think, but they don't know that at this point. So, this is the British cover. The title suggests fantasy, nice, happy colors. We've got Harry in the front with his scar, Hogwarts Express, and then the real world in the background. Bears remembering for some of the later covers. This is a cover of the American first edition, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. A little bit more restrained covers. You still have Harry flying on a broomstick, castles, unicorns, etc. in the background. The interesting thing here is, of course, the title, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. In most other English-speaking countries in the world, this book is still called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Scholastic published the book 1 year after it was published in Britain. They believed that American audiences would not know what the Philosopher's Stone was. Therefore, they translated it to the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, that's presuming that we all know what the Sorcerer's Stone is. Not. The Philosopher's Stone is a mythical object that was reputed to turn lead into gold. It was essentially the basis of the study of chemistry in the Renaissance. It was the thing, the object that alchemists tried to discover. Now it gets interesting. So, moving into Arabic. So, you probably know Arabic is read from right to left. Okay, so we look at this, we see Harry Potter in the upper left corner. This reads Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but the cover is the cover from the American edition, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I do not read Arabic, but I had a friend translate the cover for me. I don't know whether the language inside was translated from the British edition or the American edition. I'm willing to bet it was the British edition since they kept Philosopher's Stone in the title. This one is the Dutch cover. Translates as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Picks up on the broomstick motif along with Quidditch, if you see the bottom left corner with the snitch. This one is the Japanese cover. I don't read Japanese, but it says at the top that it's the Philosopher's Stone. This one also picks up on the broomstick and the moon and the castle, but it adds Hedwig in the foreground.
Hi guys, so it is now about, I'd say almost 8:45-ish. I'm just getting back from the Harry Potter panel, which I was able to film a couple of clips for you guys at that panel, which was so awesome. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super fun. They had two speakers there that were discussing Harry Potter in a couple of different ways. The first one, who actually used to be my French professor for my beginning level classes, basically, she had discussed how Harry Potter has kind of been used as a way to kind of bring about fantasy in other areas, especially French, because unfortunately a lot of French literature doesn't focus on fantasy so much, but Harry Potter has really inspired a lot of French writers to create their own fantastical worlds using the elements that J.K. Rowling had used for Harry Potter. And she even told us of some different words, which you guys had seen the clip of, that were hard to translate because they were very strange words that weren't exactly invented by J.K. Rowling, but were definitely not words that would have been normally seen in French or in Quebec French. So they were some very kind of loose translations, essentially, of what those words would have been.
Then the second panelist, who was another professor who was, I think, in the English department, they said, she discussed more so the different kinds of tropes and mythological creatures that J.K. Rowling either used or basically had borrowed from different cultures and different mythological stories that were prevalent around the kind of area that she was discussing, which was kind of in the England area. So, for example, like the hippogriff was actually a true mythical creature that was derived from a griffin, which is a half eagle, half lion, and that griffin had mated with a female horse, which was essentially what created Buckbeak, and or what would have created something like Buckbeak. And it was really interesting because I hadn't thought about how J.K. Rowling had really used a lot of known mythical creatures in her story, and then there's even things like the Thestrals and the Nymphler and all those things that we're not sure if like they're actual mythical creatures, so it isn't completely possible that J.K. Rowling did come up with some of her own creatures, but she definitely did take a lot of inspiration from Renaissance and medieval kind of mythology from different parts of the world, like England and Ireland and the Celtic area and Germany and even Japanese culture, which is really, really cool to see. So it was just a really interesting panel to kind of discuss things about Harry Potter that I had not realized before and that I'm very fortunate now to understand, and actually makes me very interested into looking more into myth again, because I took a myth class actually last spring. About this time last year, I took a myth class that I really, really enjoyed, and I was really interested in learning more about myth and kind of finding more stories that incorporate myth in them. And so I'm really now inspired again to try to find those, or at least do a little bit more research about different kinds of myths from around the world, because it's very interesting, because you can take myths and do retellings of them. People do it all the time. And so it was a really cool panel. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm really sad though, because tomorrow they're doing a reading where they're doing sections of Order of the Phoenix in several different languages from around the world. Like there's Romanian, French, German, Hindi, Japanese, all these other languages. I think they said like 14 different languages will be reading from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And I'm really sad because I'm not going to be able to make that, because it's going to be happening when I'm going to be doing my homework and or like at home. And tomorrow evening after I get out of work, I have to meet with someone from my French class that I'm going to be helping with. So I really can't go because I don't want to like take time away from her, and I don't want to like also not study because I have my exam, which I found out got pushed back from tomorrow to Monday, so I've got a few more days to prepare, which is nice, but I feel like I've got, for the most part, got the content down. It's just more so for me, I need to really work on inversion of questions in French, because I seem to have a very hard time with that in particular, is the inversion aspect. So I think once I can figure out how to do that, I should be fine. But everything else I feel pretty good about, like the cultural stuff and the kind of vocabulary and most of the grammar. Just the inversion does not sit well with me for some reason. So I do have a little bit more homework than I had anticipated, because my professor for French actually did post our homework while I was waiting for the panel to start. So I do have to do a page of homework for that, but then basically all I have to do is just do some stuff for my fiction writing class. But I think I'm going to first at least get my Colliding Skies review edited so that it's done. And I just realized that I think my writing vlog had posted and I didn't finish with it, so I'm going to mess with that a little bit. And then I'm going to edit the Colliding Skies video at least and get that done.
Good morning, everyone. It is 8:37 and I've just woken up. And I just want to give you guys a quick rundown for the day. So I actually ended up deciding that tonight I'm going to go to an event with the Sigma Tau Delta English fraternity, because they've got a cool event going on in the building that's kind of like right across the street from mine. So I thought I'd go do that, go hang out with some friends today, because I don't get to go out very much, and I just thought it would be really fun. I've got really nothing else to do tonight after I study with my friend from my French class, and I get free food while I'm there, so I figured it'd be awesome just to go get something to eat and hang out with some friends.
Hi guys, so it's 11:30 and I'm back home. I just made some mac and cheese for lunch because there's nothing good downstairs. And I'm just gonna say right now, I absolutely feel like crap. I feel like an absolute idiot today. I don't know what's been going on recently, but this whole week has just been me feeling like I can't do anything right, and that's all I'm gonna say. So right now, basically, I just need to quickly read the short story for class, and then I'm going to go to my classroom area and sit and read some Harry Potter. Hopefully that'll make me feel a little bit better. And then I'm going to decide to not go to that Sigma Tau Delta thing that I was going to go to today, just because I am going to really need to just stay home. I, for one, don't feel very good. For two, I feel like it's just going to be better for me to stay home because I'm just not in a good mood. I don't want to be around really people today like I thought I was going to, and I just want to stop feeling like I can't do everything right. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So anyway, I'm going to go and do my work and then just kind of chill for a little bit. So I will let you guys know, though, later today when I get the chance how many pages I read before class started, because I will be able to get to read some Harry Potter today. Probably like a chapter, maybe not quite that, but we'll see. So I'll let you guys know how things go later on
Hi
today.
guys, so it's about 6 o'clock at night right now. I've been home for about an hour. My friend that I was going to meet with for studying for French ended up canceling on me because she was feeling sick. So I came home straight after work, and I'll let you guys know a little bit about today. So today, as you guys know, I've not been in the best mood at all. It's not been great. I'm starting to feel better, but I think it's because I'm actually away from people, if that makes sense. I usually feel better when I'm kind of in a bad mood to just be by myself and kind of just do what I need to do. So I did end up reading a little bit while I was on my lunch break. I read about 19 pages more of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So still not a lot of reading, but I think tonight I might do quite a bit because I only had to do 2 things today for actually 1 class, because I just need to send in critiques for these short stories that I read today for class, and then I just need to work on a scene for my short story, which I don't know if I'm really going to do. I think I might just send the critiques in and call that good because I really don't feel like writing today, but I need to get that done this weekend because the story that I have is going to be shared on Tuesday, so I do need to get that done this weekend, but I'm not going to worry about it right now just because I'm not feeling the best and I don't feel the best to want to write, even if it's something super happy, which it is. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think I'm just going to send those out, and then I've been watching some YouTube videos just to kind of calm me down just because I've had such a mentally and emotionally taxing day today. Okay guys, so it is actually now 8:15 and I have just gotten my food from Buffalo Wild Wings, basically is what I got. It's pretty much my comfort go-to because I've had a bad day, but I really am feeling better. I think after having such a crap day with just people in general, it's been nice just to stay in my dorm for the night and just relax and kind of keep my mind off of things by watching YouTube videos and messing with my bullet journal and just making kind of some plans for the weekend because I've got a lot of homework to do over the course of the weekend, as well as a lot of plans. As you guys know, Saturday, I'm going to go get my 3rd and 4th tattoo and my sister's 1st and 2nd tattoos. So I'm really excited for it. It's just going to cause Saturday to be very busy because I also have a nail appointment earlier in the morning, and it's going to be a very busy day for me. This weekend's going to be very busy with just events and homework, and we're taking my younger sister out to a birthday breakfast thing because they really couldn't do that with her birthday being in the middle of the week and stuff. And unfortunately, on her actual birthday, she ended up having to work, which really sucked. So I should be hearing from them so soon, though, if they're feeling up to it, because I think they were going to do cake and ice cream if my sister was feeling good, because she actually stayed home from school today because she wasn't feeling good. And, yeah, so currently I've just gotten my food, so I haven't had time to read yet. I'm actually going to probably wait a little bit longer before I actually start reading tonight, basically just until I have my food finished, really. I feel like that's going to be the best time for me to, but I still will at least get like an hour's worth of reading in, which I'll be happy with, and regardless, I think if I don't read it all tonight, I think I should be able to still finish Deathly Hallows tomorrow, and this weekend, one of the things I do plan on doing is actually writing my review for Deathly Hallows, which I haven't done yet. I haven't done that for my
reviews before, and I feel like it's going to be the most effective way for me to actually go about it, because I feel like if I write the review, it's going to give me more structure in terms of my reviews, because I feel that I'm getting better at structuring them, but they're still a little all over the place. So I think with this last Harry Potter review, I do want to try to make it a little bit more structured and try to have my thoughts down in a much clearer way in writing, so that when I actually say it, it's not as confusing, if that makes sense. Because I know a lot of YouTubers, they will actually script out their reviews to a certain point, where at least they will have scripted out certain things that they want to have talked about, or that they want to at least discuss in their reviews. And so I kind of want to do that too. I do that with my wrap-ups usually, with talking about each book in general terms, as far as the rating and a little bit of the synopsis and things that I liked and things I disliked about it, stuff like that. So I think I'm going to implement that now for my actual reviews. So I feel like that's just going to be the most effective way for me to do it from now on. It's just, the problem is going to be finding the time to do that, if it makes sense. So it might end up being that I push off my reviews until after I have been able to actually script them, you know, if that makes sense. Like, I might not be posting them like during the week as much, or at least I won't post them until after I have had the script, you know, all done and stuff. Because I know a lot of people, they don't post reviews for certain books until they know for a fact that they can actually have the time to do them and have them scripted enough to where their thoughts are more clear. So I think I'm going to start trying to do that with my reviews. I am going to really try to aim, though, to have the reviews up within the month that I read the books. Because at least that way I can say that, you know, I finished the book in that month, or at least in the video I will say I did finish this in February or March or whatever. Okay, guys, so it's 9:12 right now, and I think I may have put off reading a little too long today, just because I don't feel like reading now. Today's been a day where I wanted to be completely isolated from people, and so I think that that's kind of played into my lack of motivation to read. I do want to continue reading, but I think, like I said earlier, regardless if I was to read tonight or not, I would be able to finish Deathly Hallows tomorrow. There's no way I couldn't do it, because I'm going to have quite a bit of time after class and stuff tomorrow, and even after I have my study session with my friend, to be able to read before my mom gets here, possibly. I do have some stuff that I actually want to do on Friday, though, that I need to, like, figure out, because I need to go and basically sign up for a tutoring session for next week, because unfortunately, like I said earlier, I'm kind of struggling with French, so I want to take the opportunity right now to get a little bit of tutoring in. It's not going to be able to be done before my exam, though, which is on Monday, but I think if I really study hard this weekend and really just focus on that along with the other homework I have, but if I really set myself to study this weekend, I should be able to do fine on the exam, at least well enough to where I feel comfortable. And then sometime next week, I actually have the tutoring session. I also have an oral exam for French on Wednesday, which should be okay if I look over the questions enough and I feel that I can provide some fairly complex answers, things of that nature. The oral exams, they'll always give me really a lot of anxiety, because a lot of it, like, it's not supposed to be on the spot. You're supposed to have developed, you know, complex questions beforehand, but it's remembering what I had written down that gives me anxiety, because I can't always remember it, and I always feel like I'm going to, like, completely forget by the time I go and do it. So there's that. But, yeah, that's kind of where my head is at right now, and I actually decided that, I didn't realize the Emoji-a-thon that Dylan the Reader 5 is co-hosting this year, who's a booktuber that I really enjoy. I think he's very, very funny, and he has no filter when it comes to books, which I like. I like it when people really just have no filter when it comes to that, because you can't really like every single book, and I like the fact that he doesn't really take anyone's crap when it comes to reading. So he's hosting the Emoji-a-thon, which goes basically all of March. It used to be an entire week, I think. They used to do the Emoji-a-thon, but instead that they've just decided to do it in the entire month of March, which is from March 1st to the 31st. And so I decided that during my spring break, I was going to take some time to really
delve into a lot of my books that meet the different challenges. So I'm going to have for my TBR video a really big TBR in terms of March, but a lot of it is going to be done. My hope is during my week of spring break, because I'm going to be stuck at home doing nothing except, you know, reading and writing working on my novel, and also working on videos and stuff for you guys. So I think that during that week I will be able to get through maybe almost all of the books I have planned for the Emoji-a-thon, and then the rest kind of filter through. I am going to still have my one TBR pick from my TBR jar because of that. So I really want to try, though, to use this month, because it's the Emoji-a-thon, and use that time on spring break to, like, eat through as many books as I can, because I really think if I push myself to, I could. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. So I made that decision very, very rashly, but I'm excited because I think that because I'm going to be on spring break, I'm going to need stuff to do, and I have a 24-hour readathon going on during that week. So I'm very excited to see how many books I can get through in that week, especially since I'm going to have nothing to do. I do have to read a couple of things for a few of my classes during that week, but not until like the weekend, which will be really nice. So I can spend like the rest of that week just reading. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of stuff during my spring break in terms of my reading and how things are going for that. So be prepared, not next week, but the week after that, of a bunch of reading. I am so freaking excited. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday today, and I am again getting ready for work. It's again 8:30 something. It's like 8:37, I think. And today, the reason I didn't decide to make myself up this morning is because I had a very weird dream. And it caused me to like wake up a lot of times in the middle of the night. Basically what the dream was it honestly sounded like something I've heard of before, like in a movie or like a book or something, but I don't really know. So let me know if anyone has heard of this story before and can like let me know what it is. So basically what happened was, I was at home and I was hanging out with a bunch of my friends, and my family apparently was owning this like restaurant or something, or some kind of business, and this sounds like something that would end up being like in a bigger city instead of my small little podunky little town. But there was like this guy who was some kind of like part of a Chinese gang, like very stereotypical honestly, but I don't know why it like was in my dream, but he was part of this Chinese gang who my family apparently was spreading rumors about, or they thought that my family was spreading rumors about. And basically, to punish them, they decided to make me this leader's like wife or something. Basically, like, I was supposed to marry this guy, and I had no feelings for him. I didn't even know who he was, and it was the strangest thing. Like, it literally sounds like it came straight out of a book or a movie, but I don't know which one it came from and if it's, like, actually a thing. So I really feel like it was from a movie, because I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't know where it's from. But that's kind of how that kind of went. So, basically, like, what happened was that they took me, this guy that I was supposed to marry and one of his, like, cronies, they picked me up and they took me, to where they're supposed to hide me and stuff, because apparently also, like, they were on the run from, like, the FBI or something like that, because they're part of a gang and everything. And so then, like, they're on the hunt for him and me, because they know that they've taken me, and people are all on the lookout for us too. Like, everyone's like in on, like, they're kind of on either side of it, like either I should marry the guy or I shouldn't and I should live my life. And the entire time I'm thinking, like, I don't want to be with this guy, I don't even know who he is, I don't want anything to do with him. So then at one point, basically, I tell him, like, dude, listen, I want nothing to do with you. Like, this is not gonna happen. I don't love you. I don't even want to marry you. Like, I don't know why you think I do. And somehow, for some reason, he decides to let me go. And then it's kind of all, like, I woke up from there, basically. So, I don't know you know, what all that is about, but that's kind of the dream I had. So let me know if you guys have heard of that story or have like seen a movie about that or read a book about that, because I swear to God it sounds like it came straight out of a movie or something. So just the weirdest thing. But anyway, I gotta make my coffee and then I gotta head off to work. So but I told you guys my plans for today last night, so that's kind of what I'm still going with today. So it's gonna be a pretty busy day, but I'm hoping I can get everything done at least. So but I will talk to you guys later today.
Okay guys, so it is after 3:30 p.m. right now and I've just gotten home. It was funny because I actually spent more time, I think, talking to my friend than actually studying, but that was mostly because she really only had a few questions she needed answered as far as kind of what she has missed as of recently, and I told her that, sorry for shaking so much, that basically if there's anything that she needs help with that I might need help with as well, like we could basically just FaceTime over this next weekend and study together before our exam on Monday, just because there's some things that we both have questions on that we might run into later, but she really just wanted to make sure she knew everything that she was missing and like figuring out what it is that she needs to know for the exam and stuff, which was fine. Then we spent like 2 hours talking about various things like our dogs and stuff like that, which is really, really fun. And then I went to the tutoring services building and signed myself up to have a possible tutor, but at the moment they're all full, so they have to actually look for a new tutor to be able to work with me, so I hope that they can find one, but it just might depend. So I really don't know if I exactly need a tutor, but I definitely would like someone else at least to kind of clarify things, because at least right now I'm having a hard time with understanding some concepts that I feel like I just need someone to kind of explain it to me in a different way. But for my exam at least, I'm going to be looking up different kinds of videos and stuff on YouTube to kind of help me with these problems I'm having. So at work today, I also ended up having a appointment not show up, so I got to read 50 more pages of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I am now officially 100 pages until I finish the book, which I'm super excited about. So I do plan on reading more of it tonight when I get home, and I should be able to finish it. So I'm very, very excited for that, because I just got through the Battle of Hogwarts, and or at least like the beginning of the Battle of Hogwarts at least. And oh my God, I am loving it. It is so good. I can't wait for how, like, I know how it ends, but I can't wait to read about the ending. It just makes me so happy. So yeah, so right now I've got about an hour and 15 minutes until my mom should be getting here, because she should have left by now, and it's probably getting close to like 3:45 right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up cleaning my room a little bit, packing up my stuff for the weekend, and then I'm going to record 3 vocal covers. And then I'm going to basically put one of my covers on a flash drive to put on my laptop to edit tonight so I can put it up tomorrow on Saturday. So yeah, I don't know what covers I'm going to do yet. It's basically going to be on a whim as to what I do. And they're going to be songs I know and that I can sing, not like anything screaming, because like I said in my 2-year anniversary video, the scream ones I just can't do, and I'm not even going to attempt to do anymore just because I feel like an idiot when I try to do them. So I'm only going to do songs that I absolutely know that I can do. Hi guys, so it's almost 11:30 at night right now, and I wanted to end this vlog here for the day just because I haven't really had time to since I've gotten back home. So I basically got home today about 6:45-ish, and then my mom and I and my dad had some dinner, and then I was basically waiting for Robert to come over because he didn't end up getting to come over until about 10 o'clock. So in that time, I finally finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Oh my god. You guys, I don't think you guys realize how much of an accomplishment this is for me, because this is a series that I've absolutely loved my entire life. I loved Harry Potter so much, but I had never finished the actual series because at the time this book came out, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand anything that was happening. But to finally say that I've finished the entire series, I've read everything else involved in the series, I've seen all the movies, that is something that I think is so triumphant for me. And now the next thing is to go to Orlando and go visit Harry Potter World. Like, that is now my next goal. I'm just so stoked because I loved this book so much. I can't even express into words how much I loved this book. And I will be having a full review coming out sometime next week. I'm going to be writing the review tomorrow and then recording it on Monday when I get back to school. And sometime next week it should be up. I'm going to say probably like as early as Wednesday, but I can't always guarantee that just because I don't know exactly how my schedule is going to go. And tomorrow I will be starting with finishing the first book in the Beautiful Creatures series, Beautiful Creatures. If you guys were with me in January, you'll know that I had started this right before the biannual Bibliothon had started, and I got 100 pages into it, but when the biannual Bibliothon started, I had put this book aside and had essentially started other books, including one of them being The Deathly Hallows, which I was more invested in finishing Deathly Hallows first because it was the end of my Harry Potter reread, so that's why I've put this one off now for about a month. However, this I think is something that's really good in terms of my comprehension abilities and my ability to stay within the world, is I feel that even though it's been a month since I've been in this world, jumping right back in where I am is not going to be difficult because I still do remember a lot of what has happened already at this point. We've really only gotten into some of the ideas that the fact that these two characters are connected at some point, but they're not quite sure how. I don't know how much I'm going to end up filming tomorrow, but I'm going to try my best. You probably won't see much other than maybe clips of us getting our tattoos and maybe an ending clip while I'm babysitting, because I'm going to have to babysit tomorrow night. So I don't really know what to really expect. I don't know how much I'm going to read, honestly, because I've got a lot of homework I need to do. So I'm going to call it a night right now, and then you guys will obviously see what you see on Saturday, and that's going to have to be the end of it.
Hi guys, so I am currently babysitting right now, so I'm trying to be really quiet because the girl I babysit, is sitting out in the living room watching a movie, and so a couple of things. So first of all, tattoos are done. You guys will have seen pictures already that have been put in this clip of both of Tori's and then both of mine, which I couldn't really film anything because Tori didn't want me to film anything, and then I just didn't know if the tattoo parlor was going to be okay with it. I have a weird thing about filming about stuff like that in public. But yeah, I got them both done. They're still wrapped up right now, and the Love You B-Ball one is kind of bloody, but it's not too bad, and the Deathly Hallows one is still doing well as well, so they're not like too bad. I think I have to take these off tomorrow, probably about tomorrow afternoon, so I'm really excited. And I'm really happy that I got them done. They stung for quite a bit afterward, this one especially, the Deathly Hallows one, but once I took some ibuprofen, the stinging went completely away, so they feel great right now. I just need to be a little bit careful when it comes to doing stuff like carrying things and things like that. So and unfortunately I just realized that I couldn't find my flash drive. Like, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I couldn't find my flash drive that I was supposed to bring with me to do the covers, so I think I may have accidentally left that at my dorm, so that's why there wasn't a cover put up on Saturday, so I'm sorry about that, but I will try to get that up as soon as I can over the course of the week. I'll just have to figure out a day that is going to be best to edit and stuff like that. So right now what I'm basically going to be doing while I'm here is I'm going to be studying a lot. I've got a lot of studying to do. I have a lot of reading and stuff to do as well this weekend, and I think a lot of it I'm going to have to do tomorrow as well. It's just going to be a very, very crazy day for me, unfortunately, so I'm just going to do as much as I can. I'm basically going to be studying my flashcards for the vocab for my French class, and then I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading for one of my other classes, and then studying these questions, my oral exam questions that I have on Wednesday, because I have the written exam on Monday, and then I have my oral exam signed up for Wednesday, so there's that. And then after that, probably write this creative piece for one of my other classes, not my short story, but I do need to finish that this weekend. I need to have that finished probably tonight. But I'm usually here until about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning usually, so I think I can get everything done tonight if I really sit down and just start working and kind of just go. Okay, so it's currently after midnight right now, and I totally forgot to record an ending clip for the night, so I didn't end up reading it all today because I was stuck doing all kinds of homework tonight. But I did some major studying for my French exam, which I'm very, very proud of myself for. I ended up doing some reading for one of my other classes, and I finished my short story that I have to present on Tuesday, so I'm very, very excited. I still do have a lot of work tomorrow. Down here on the screen, you'll see how many pages I ended up total again by this end of this week. I think it had to have been probably like 200 pages or so, maybe just over 200 pages if I'm not, because I'm not even like calculating it right now in my head, but I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere around 200 pages, which, you know, the fact is that was really good for me, honestly. This week was kind of crazy, but I ended up getting a lot of reading in on Friday, which I was very, very happy with. I finished Deathly Hallows finally, and am going to be starting Beautiful Creatures this next week, which I'm so excited, or at least like continuing it since I'm already 100 pages in. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here because I am very tired and I am going to have such a busy day tomorrow. Tomorrow, basically, we are going to have a late birthday breakfast for my sister since I wasn't here for her birthday. And then basically, depending on how my mom and I are feeling, we may end up going up early back to campus for me to get some work done there. Or, you know, we might wait a little bit, which I think we're going to end up just waiting until go when we usually do. So that's kind of the plan. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not haven't already and you... Jeez, I can't even do my outro. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our vlog. Don't forget to leave a comment telling me what you guys think of the vlogs, if you like them, if you don't, and what I can do to improve in the future. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.